Hey everybody, I was just sitting in front of my new world tank shooting a little bit of video, and I happened to look over and I had an audience. A little crayfish climbed up to the top of that rock and was sitting there watching me. So this is day one. It's been about 24 hours now since they've been in there. I've seen 3 in the tank so far today, all at one time. There should be 5 of them in there somewhere, but unless I can see all 5 together, then I never know whether I'm really seeing all of them or not. So this morning we had one that was kind of hanging out underneath of there, which I don't see at the moment. We had one, which I think is the one we were just looking at on the rock, was kind of burrowed underneath the backside of this rock. I think that's where he's going to make his home. And we had one of the small ones that looks like it's going to start excavating out underneath of this rock. But that was as of this morning, and now that I'm actually looking around the tank, I don't see any other than this one, of course. So that gives you just a little bit of an idea of why I find crayfish so fascinating. They're just really, really neat little animals. And I'm waiting for the day I come in here and I find one of these climbing up the woodwork. I have covered the corners, but I'm probably going to try to do this a little better, and I'll show you why. If the crayfish actually climbs up the cord and gets up into the corner, you see how there's a ridge there, or like a lip? And this sits in such a way that the crayfish, it'll climb up the cord and then it'll be able to sort of hang on to this lip under here and make its way sideways until it can get up and out the edge. You can see what I'm talking about a little more clearly there. It's you know, it's enough room that crayfish can get through there. So I'm probably going to have to do a better job of securing that to keep these crayfish in here. In fact, at this point, I'm honestly not sure if all 5 of them are still in there. There's a little one right now. And apparently while we were looking at the top of the tank, we must have scared that other one away because he's no longer on that rock. There he is. And I'm assuming this is just ripe for the picking. Nobody's even going to have to do any work. If you actually look closely, you can see the bricks back there. And the bricks I lined up so that the holes go straight through. So that's like a cave with a couple of backdoor tunnels leading out the other side by where the filter is, or the pump, or whatever you want to call it. So plenty of places for them to hide already, and they have not even yet begun to dig and burrow. If I could make the substrate deep enough, they would actually dig themselves out little caves and tunnels, but because it's gravel, I don't think the tunnels would work. I think the tunnels would collapse on them as they tried to dig into it. But they will certainly carve out little caves underneath some of these bigger, flatter rocks, and pretty soon we'll start to see what looks like spoil out in front of the holes. You can kind of see here already it's starting to fill out, and you'll start to see little gravel piling up as they dig that out and excavate it. So that's it, just a quick little update. No real drama in this video, but I did think it was cool looking seeing that crayfish up there on that rock, and they're always just fun to watch walking around. So thanks again for watching this one. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss anything I got coming up. We are still putting this tank together and working on it. You don't want to miss any of the updates on this or anything else. So thanks again, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.